Sup kiddos, you're coming onto Age of Empires Le Mobile after this new update just dropped, and what you're looking at on my screen right now is Lubu with elephants, the Indian elephants, and it's actually pretty cool. Looks cool. I didn't actually even expect a visual change on the battlefield, but he's huge, as you can see, compared to the cavalry here. Actually, let's go ahead and compare him to my allies' cavalry here. Let's go right over here quick, and let me just show you guys what's up. He's actually gigantic. And there's the cavalry, right? That's like a normal cavalry unit. This is the elephant's unit. So he's going to be taking up more space. And I know taking up space is actually a bit of an annoying thing in this game, but this is just one example. So mercenaries, new technology, new buffs for your marches are all out. We're going to look at that stuff in bigger detail right now. Home base is castle, okay? This is where all the new stuff goes down. And as soon as you go into facilities and start your first tier of mercenary camp, a new building separate to this is unlocked. And it will, this little home icon will come up as red, and the building is this right here. It's the mercenary camp. You can place it anywhere yourself, and you got a couple of things in there. We'll get to that in just a sec, because there's a lot going on. Actually, in this update, it's stacks upon stacks of more buffs. But let's go into facilities first. Now, basically how this works is similar to technology in the university. You kind of have to reach level 5 minimum before you can move on to some of the new levels. On top of that, mercenary camp is at level 2 for me, which means I can hire 2 mercenary units, and I'm putting them on my main 2 marches that I use for wonder contests and Battle of Dawn, of course, which is my Lubu and my King Arthur, okay? And I just showed you the Lubu with the elephants there. So, having 2 of those, that's good. It's a good start. I think most people will want to get 2 minimum for the exact same reason I just explained. Looking at the second tier, the second row, similar to the university, you got military and you got economic techs here, all right? Let's look at training ground first. I've gotten up to 3 on that. This is buffing your speed, your training speed in your 4 recruitment buildings, okay? So this is going to bring me, I have 6% now at level 3, it's 2% pop up to level 10, pretty nice. And the training hall is just more units as well, so that's also pretty nice. You're just gonna be getting way more units out of that. It's really beneficial, especially to Wales, because for one reason only, and that is because of MGEs. Because at this late point in the game, winning MGEs all depends on how many units you can recruit. It really comes down to that, because you got no more buildings and no more techs usually. So this is big. This is big for us to win MGEs. Very nice. Going down here, we got elimination rate, which is insane. It's so good. This is actually something that you have on your armor pieces already, but it's obviously very limited because you only got 1 star that does this on 2 different pieces per hero, and now you got this on top of it, which is going to increase your elimination rate, which means you're going to kill more enemies in your battles. Sick. Then tactical evasion beside that is loss rate reduction, also sick. So you're not going to be wasting as many units either in your battles. You're just going to be able to get more back or recover them in the hospital. That's actually quite nice, quite nice. Moving down to armory here, all units attack. All right, this is something you actually can do with gems, and it's pretty good. 2% a pop on levels up to 10 is really big. It's like 20% on everything here. Armor depot is obviously what you might expect. Defense, it's also not bad to have. That's going to be really beneficial to defensive units like pikes and swords, okay? It's going to be a big deal for them, and you want to kind of build your pikes and swords around the defensive types, right? The defensive builds, because they're going to last forever. And finally, the big end game on this first stage of military here is shelter, which is health. It's exactly the same as the final segments of the military techs in the universities. You got attack, defense, and health, right? And of course, health is again 1% instead of 2. It's going to be like that. It's the same in the universities. Looking at the economic side, we got production of lumber camps in your base, production of mills in your base. It's 10% a pop as well. That's actually pretty good. Production of quarries in your base and production of gold mines in your base. And then we're going into hospital stuff. Healing speed, hospital capacity, if anyone needs any more of that, honestly, I don't know. And then gathering speed, which is a good one, all right? That's a good one at the end. It's also similar to how the university techs are laid out, the last one being a really nice gathering speed and production boosts. So we've got gathering speed up 4% a pop, 40% max if you max this out. It's pretty insane. And you can see the technique points here are at 300 for each level. These are almost, oh well, wait, Sorry, this is 150. What am I at here? Oh, it goes up as you level up. 375 for the next level to level 4. So it does get a little pricey, all right? I'll talk about these in just a second, folks, because people are going to be wondering, how do you get these tokens without having to spend loads? Well, there seems to be two major ways to get them free to play, and I'll show you them in a sec. If you might have missed one or two of them, I'll show you in a second. But after you've gotten to level 5 minimum on all of this first stage stuff, you can get Citadel renovation, which opens up a whole new ball game entirely. This is going to allow you to renovate actual buildings that you already have and boost them. But you can see the first level of this requires 1,005 tokens, or 50 tokens rather, is that? So that's kind of, it's a lot. It's a lot. But this has increased the renovation limit for your Citadel buildings to 1. Okay, so you'll be able to renovate those buildings to 1, and I'll show you guys that in a sec as well. But looking at the next row, you got 5 things here, which are all going to be heroes might stats. So stats. 400 for the first level. Oh my god. But it's 5 a pop, a level here. Hero strategy, armor, building speed in the blue side. That's not amazing because we don't really have much to build. And research speed, which I think will come in handy after you're finished this page, okay? We'll see about that in a sec. But after you've done that row, which is a lot, minimum 5, we got the all attributes, which is actually quite good, guys. I think people underestimate all attributes. I use the all attribute gems on a lot of heroes because a lot of heroes get really good benefits of having armor and might, and it's worthwhile putting them on certain heroes to get both of those stats instead of just going pure might or pure armor. So this is going to be really nice as well. And then Forge Workshop, increase the blacksmith forging speed. That would be good. It's so far down, but it would be good to have eventually when you actually have it, because we do a lot of forging, which is important for boosting your armor and winning certain rounds in MGE and all that. And then after you've done all of this, level 5 minimum, new Research Institute, a new tab, a new category in your university with all new research stuff. What could be in there? We don't know. We can't see this yet, folks. But it's only one level. This is the last. This is the ultimate goal here on the castle. This will finish you off your castle. And then you're right back to doing university again. Oh my god, this is a lot. So we're going to get a whole new research tab. And this is what I meant by the research workshop being handy at that point after you've done this page, because this will speed up your research in the university, of course, after you unlock this. So that'll be good. There's one other thing, another dimension to this whole page that is not very clearly visible. And there's that is how many of these levels you've done, stages you've done, and that's up at the top left here. And as you can see, I'm up to level 3. I've researched into 3 different things. I think that's what that means. It got me 3 bars here. But it's like also a point system here, and these give you different buffs. So 0, obviously nothing. But getting to level 1 gives you all unit type attack, just +1 straight up. It's pretty good. So it's a free little bonus. Level 2 gives you defense +1. Level 3 gives you health plus 0.5, which is actually still nice, guys, to get these. And then you go healing speed, unit hospital capacity, unit types attack again, another health, and then more healing speed, more unit capacity, hospital capacity, and more attack. You can see the pattern here, more defense and more health. And it's the same amount each time that you go through all 5 of those different buffs, but the level goes all the way up to 40. All right, it's a lot. That's a lot, and it's a lot of extra bonuses on top of what you're already getting from here. So good luck, folks. So that is the castle. But like I showcased there a second ago, once you've researched the very first thing in the castle, you unlock this building here for Mercenary Camp. And this is going to allow you to hire mercenaries straight away. Now, in my previous video, we already looked at all of the mercenaries in detail. If anyone's confused about what marches they go with, you can actually just separate them as sword, pikes, cavalry and archers. One little indication first though, one point of interest: Swiss pikemen block your counter attacks from working on warrior marches. It's probably a glitch, it's probably an oversight, it's something that you'll have to wait until it's fixed, but don't go Swiss pikemen just yet, any eager beavers, because it's going to freeze your marches up. You're not going to be able to use counterattack on your warrior pikes. All right, that's just a little glitch, obviously. So very cool though that we have all this. And then after you've started hiring your mercenaries, now I've hired 2 already, as I said, But you go into mercenary techniques here. It's a whole nother university in itself. You got your 4 different marches. This is for just more buffs for your attack and defense and HP and all that stuff and damage. So I'm researching the very first one here, which is Mercenary Cavalry's damage bonus. So as long as I have mercenaries on, I'm going to do this damage bonus on top of what I've already gotten set up on my marches. And then we also have cavalry's bonus to counter damage. We have cavalry health bonus, which is a big deal. Cavalry defense bonus, which is nice. Attack bonus, of course. And then reduction to counter damage taken too. So this is similar to the stats you can get on your armor pieces. And it goes up to 30 max per each march. But we're not finished there. We got stage 2 after that. And looking at the very first one, it's actually a bigger increase this time, but you get 30 again for each march. This is stage 2, but you get 1.2 for the first level on that. Oh, instead of what I'm actually getting for my stage 1, which is 0.8. Oh, there's so many stacks upon stacks upon stacks of things you can just empower your march with. That's crazy. I've got nothing ready yet, but there's a lot to go through on this. You can speed it up using research buffs, right? So this is also going to be affected by the tab in the castle I showcased, but it's so hard to get to the castle stuff in the later pages, like down here. It's just so far down, and it's going to cost you a lot of these tokens. Now, let's talk about the tokens. How do you get them free to play? As you guys probably noticed when you logged in, you can buy straight up pretty good packs that will give you a whole bunch. There's also purchasable packs, the generic purchasable packs in the value pack store, but as for most of these things, this isn't worth it. $15, let's say, this is 1,500 yen, it's the same. It will give you 60 technique points. The first stage, 720, was 30. And you get custom resource chests, the filler stuff. This is not a lot. That's not enough to be spending money. There's not enough to justify this 771%. So I actually went ahead and bought the actual nice pack that they gave us to start off with, and that got me a couple of steps in the door. But free to play, if you read it, you'll get them from these kind of events. Not this one in particular, but in the exploration events, there's loads of different ones like battling enemies and the explorations and whatnot. You will get tokens from there. You do get them there. They're added as an extra reward now in exploration. So well worth doing all of these. These refresh 3 times a day. It's well worth doing all of them because you'll obviously get your stellar points as well as getting your extra tokens every day from doing this. It's not a lot, folks. It's something you're just going to have to grind and farm. However, there's another thing people may have missed in the event center, and that is, where is it? Hold on. It's Battlefield Legend right here. So this is a multitude of different quests that you can do. This has 3 days on it. Log in for 2 days to get this. Complete 30 Watchtower exploration quests. Do that. You get extra 50 on that. Challenge other governors in the Apex 8 times. That's not a lot either. This is a 3-day or 4-day event, but I think it's a one-off until maybe it's like a weekly thing, but you have 4 days to complete what you can see on this page. Last one there being make 30 Alliance donations. It's not very hard to do, guys. This is very, very easy stuff. Very similar caliber to the Gleaming Store kind of quest. Just do your game. Just play your game like normal. Free to play, folks. That's 200 tokens a week from this on top of the extra tokens you get from actually doing your exploration quest. I'm not sure how many that is. I'm sorry, guys, but it's probably more than 200, I think, especially if you do all 3 refreshes each day. Next thing we're going to talk about is renovations, which is something you unlock when you get halfway through the page right here, which is this, and this goes up to level 5. Now, some buildings can renovate. That's going to be your military buildings. This War Hall too, actually, that's kind of interesting. What does War Hall do? This increases your damage increase. Your all damage. Oh my god. This is damage. You got your military buildings, which can renovate. This is going to give you training speed. No. Scratch that. This is going to give you defense. All the way up to 25% extra defense. Oh my days. University, you might imagine what that's going to be. Research speed all the way up to 15% on research speed. Town center, that's going to give you attack all the way up to 25%. That's a weird place to put it. And blacksmith, this is going to give you forging speed up to 40%. That's really nice. That's a lot. You can renovate these too. Oh my god. This is going to give you production 100%. You can double your production. Wow. Okay. You can renovate houses. What's this gonna do? Boost production of villagers up to 1,000. Wow. You can also renovate your guard towers. This is going to give you plus 25% attack while defending. That's pretty nice. I mean, no one's going to attack me. No one ever would attack me. But that's kind of nice to have. And then Warhol, if I didn't show that one already, I think it was the first one I showed. Yeah, this gives you up to 10% damage increase. Now, how does this work? Because you're looking at different levels here, and you might be wondering what it all means. Well, people, especially the hopefuls, would look at level 1 here and see, oh, plus 2% increase to the damage. And then, oh, if I get to level 2, I get an additional plus 4%. Guys, I'm not sure that's how it works. I think this is total, because this is total on the right-hand side. When you level up your building like normal, it goes from 20,000 unit capacity up to 2 million unit capacity. 2 million unit capacity, I think, is it. That's it. That's the max, okay? It's not an additional 2 million on top of the previous 1.82 million. That's not how it works. It's 2 million total. So I imagine that's also total. So if you get to level 5 here, it's 10% damage increase total. Not 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4. It's not like that, I don't think, okay? So do keep that in mind. Do look at the last level for how much you can actually gain out of these for now, until we hear otherwise. It just seems to be how these buildings bonuses work for now. So I imagine the other new columns are going to work the same way. For anyone who's wondering about how to apply your mercenaries, you just come into your heroes March tab here, and you can see them right here. You have the option to apply them on top of what you already have there as cavalry. So you just replace them with this. They're already deployed now, so I can't actually do anything with them, but I haven't applied them to him because he's already out gathering when I did this. But you can see I have elephants on my Lubu now. So this is going to give me some buffs on top of what I've already gotten on Lubu, but it doesn't show. It's not showing very clearly, and you can't really see. It's not really clear to say where those buffs actually appear as evidence. People are wondering if it works, if there's issues with the system yet. If there are, this is going to be one of these things that will be fixed pretty soon anyway. So, you know, like the Swiss pikeman I mentioned, just hang tight and all of that stuff will get sorted out anyway. But until then, enjoy the update, folks. Oh, there's so much to look at. Hopefully this gave you a good overrun of everything that you can do with this new update. There's so much to do. However, don't worry about whales too much. Whales only get a little bit of a boost at the first day from what I've seen, because they can buy the packs. If anyone's buying the value packs, it's a bit of a waste of money, honestly, because I don't think many whales even do that, actually. Not myself, I don't do that very much. I will be waiting on the actual good packs that come irregularly, which is similar to the one that we got today for the start of the event. And that gave me quite a few. It gave me a lot, actually, for a good value. So I'm going to wait until more of those come out. I'm going to continue grinding my exploration things and my Battlefield Legend quests and get through these levels bit by bit. And I hope, guys, you are all going to join me doing that too, because that's going to be the main way. So I think how it will work with whales doing it, whales get that boost, and then it's just going to be like that. Like, you know, free-to-play players will also be able to keep pace if they're active with whales, because it's just not value for money with whales. It's so easy to catch up, I think, for free-to-play players on this case. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you around in the battlefield, and have a good one with this new update. Till then, enjoy my other videos. See you again. Bye.